So it's end of February and you know what that means. Time to review the quaransumptions. Oh, is that lame? I don't know. Pretty much things I've been consuming during this quarantine pandemic. So TV shows, movies, music, podcasts, books, things I've been consuming during the month of February. So let's start with TV shows. So I've been watching a lot of Korean dramas on Netflix. So the first one is Love Struck in the City, and I really liked it. I thought it was funny. I love the style that it was shot at. It's kind of like a mockumentary, and the acting is really good. The storyline's really funny. Really, I recommend it if you just like a fun like Korean drama to watch. There are some sad moments, obviously. It wouldn't be a Korean drama without sad moments. Am I right? Essentially, it's kind of a love story between this girl and this guy. So they fall in love, but she is not who he thinks she is. So there's some mystery there, some intrigue. Overall, pretty funny show, really great. I recommend. The next Korean drama that I watched was Run On, and essentially it's about a Olympic athlete runner and his family, and he falls in love with a translator. So she translates like English movies with Korean subtitles, so that's her main job. And they fall in love, and I guess havoc ensues from that. His parent or his dad opposes it, and they kind of navigate through their relationship problems. So I would say that I liked Love Struck in the City more than Run On, but Run On is pretty good too. Yeah, definitely recommend that. I also am watching the Korean variety talk show called Men on a Mission. Have been binging that like pretty much all of February, because I think they uploaded like all the past seasons, like the top hits I guess from the past seasons and 2020 episodes, and they have new episodes that come out. And yeah, basically they interview famous Korean celebrities, like Blackpink, movie stars and TV stars and things like that. So it's pretty funny. They do a lot of like games and stuff and trivia. So I really recommend that as like a good movie to watch. We watch that while we eat, so it's just fun. So this isn't new, but I've been watching this for the last few seasons. Mom. So Anna Faris was in it, but she's not in this season anymore. So Allison Janney is there with like other women in the cast. They're all really funny. I really like it. I kind of relate to it. Growing up in, you know, not your typical normal family. I felt like I really connected with the characters, so I recommend watching that. Basically it's pretty much about women who are alcoholics, and they deal with their sobriety, going to AA meetings, and how alcoholism affects their life and how they cope with it. There is definitely a comedy, so there are some dramatic moments, but overall very funny. Allison Janney, hilarious. yeah, just really good. I recommend it. Another show I watch that I really like is Bob's Burgers. If you're not on Bob's Burgers, you have to get on Bob's Burgers because it is so funny. The person who voices Bob also voices another show called Archer. He voices the lead character Archer, and it is hilarious. Bob's Burgers is so, it's like you would think it's cartoon, that it's not, it's like for kids, but it's in the vein of like South Park, where it's like adult humor too, and it's just fun. It's easy to watch, and yeah, I recommend that as well. Something else that I have been watching for a few seasons now is Working Moms. I feel like I have to watch it because it is it stars like Canadian actors. It is set in Toronto in Canada, so it is just like a very realistic humorous look into what it is like to be a working mom. So as a woman who, you know, someday want to be a mom, I just like how unfiltered it is. It's very real, very raw. They don't sugarcoat anything, which I like. So I definitely recommend Working Moms. Okay, so going into movies, the first one I watched this month was Malcolm and Marie. That stars Zendaya and John David Washington. I want to say that this movie was very triggering for me in terms of a very toxic relationship. They themselves love each other, but just the way they fight and deal with issues is not healthy. So that gave me a lot of memories of all the toxic relationship or a past toxic relationship that I've been in. So there were times it was hard to watch. The way that they treat each other and the way that they fight is very not healthy and very like give in to their anger. So yeah, not exactly what I expected when I watched it. It was an interesting watch, I would say. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't love it. I just thought it was interesting. The second movie I watched is To All the Boys, the third one. I've been a fan of the series since the first movie. I didn't read the books though. I just watched the movies, and I thought the third one was okay. It was your typical high school romance movie. You know, there are some ups, there are some downs, and overall happy ending. I watch it if you are a fan of the books or you like the character, like the actors who play those characters. I wouldn't say that I loved it either, but it was okay. It was an easy movie to digest. The third movie I watched is a Korean movie. It's called Secret Zoo. It's a comedy. Essentially, basically this zoo goes under, and so a team of misfits try to save it. So, pretty funny, I would say. Very easy movie to digest as well. I liked it. Yeah, I recommend. For podcasts, I had to shout out one of my favorite podcasts is Roz and Mocha. It's a Toronto-based podcast, and they are the host of the radio show 92.5, Kiss 92.5. And they are so funny. Like, I love listening to them because they just brighten up my day. They make me laugh, and they spark conversation with me and my husband. Even he likes listening to it. I recommend if you're in Toronto or, you know, in Canada. I think they have different channels throughout Canada. So, but the podcast, like, really funny, really just will brighten up your day. I recommend just listening to them. In terms of music, this month I've been playing a lot of the Taylor Swift, the bonus tracks on the Evermore CD, Right Where You Left Me and It's Time to Go. Been really liking those songs. And obviously, literally the song that blew up everywhere, Olivia Rodrigo, Driver's License, that's been on repeat. I'm still not tired of it yet, so whenever it plays, I just blast my vocal cords. Yeah, that's a saying. Yeah. And then something I discovered is an artist called JJ Heller, and her song is For Once in My Life. It sounds like a Disney track, and I'm not sure where the song is from because I just discovered it on Spotify. But I like it. It's such a nice song. I like singing to it. It reminds me of Disney. There's that. And then the last one is a song that's in the To All the Boys 3 soundtrack. It's called Beginning, Middle, End. It's by Leah Nobel, and I think that's how you say her name. Anyways, that's kind of been stuck in my head as well, so really like that. For book, I finished reading Sex and Vanity by Kevin Kwan, and he's the author of the Crazy Rich Asians series, and I have to say, I liked it. It's kind of a cross between Crazy Rich Asians and like The Notebook. It gives me The Notebook vibes. It's a easy read. The only thing I would say is that it's not enough drama for me, I feel like. I wanted more of a build-up drama, but it's okay. It's a good read, and essentially it's about these two late teenagers, like 18, 19. They meet at a wedding in Capri, obviously, and they kind of fall head over heels. But something happens and they separate, and 5 years later, they meet again, and it just kind of goes through that. So I recommend it if you're into like romance novels and you like the Crazy Rich Asians series, then I recommend this book as well. So yeah, that's it. That's all my reviews of all the things I've consumed this month. So yeah, I'll see you next month. Bye.